Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Fargo series. We have reached episode 9 of season 1 and it is called A Fox, a Rabbit and a Cabbage. Last episode. I'm almost finding it hard to remember anything prior to the 1 year time jump we had, which was just crazy, but there's a few things I do remember. Malvo came back to the hospital to basically let the hitman go free. He choked out the police officer in the bathroom, threw him the key and said, look, if you ever want to come find me, do your best, I'll kill you. And Sam Hesse's wife was obviously quite displeased that Lester went round, slept with her, and then she didn't get the money anyway, so she tried to set her two sons on him, who both caught staplers to the face. I was not expecting Lester to have that in him, which at this point I should really, considering what he has already done. But I wouldn't expect him to be, physically unthreatened by two people, so he still surprised me in that scene. But yeah, cut to 1 year later and all sorts of shit has changed. We now see that Colin Hanks hooked up with nice police lady and she is expecting a kid. They now live together. He has since turned into a postal worker and she is still a cop even though she's heavily pregnant. I've been rooting for those two to get together the entire season, so it was good to see they did. It's a shame we never saw it on screen, but at least it happened. Good for them both. I was really rooting for that to happen. And then Lester has had a complete life turnaround. Not only is he winning Insurance Salesman of the Year, and obviously at the start of the season he was doing terribly, so he's turned his whole career around. He also married that nice co-worker he met in the insurance office, and at the banquet where he was being given his award, he decided to play the field, which is just so ignorant when he's got a new wife. But like I said last episode, I guess at this point he just feels like he can get away with absolutely anything. So he sent his wife up to a room while pretending he wanted to hang about for a bit, but he had eyes on another woman who was there. He orders himself a drink, and just as he's enjoying it, he turns round to see Malvo at one of the other tables at the banquet. Now, like I said last episode, was Malvo there for him? Did he just so happen to be in the hotel? It seems like too much of a coincidence to me, but he was entertaining his own party of guests, so maybe it was just a complete coincidence. Of course though, I cannot wait to see where the story goes, so let's get into it. This is episode 9, season 1 of Fargo, A Fox, a Rabbit and a Cabbage. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
This is where you work now.
I have a commendation.
Key and Peele, actually, I forgot to mention in the intro, are still stuck in the filing room. And they seem fixated on Malvo too, because they know he's their ticket to get out of there. So my prediction is still that nice cop lady teams up with Key and Peele. My sister's a dentist. This opening shot is like her whole life. And my other sister's a porn star, so this opening shot is like all her co-workers' whole life. No, I'm joking. I only have one sister. The porn star. The dentist. It's the dentist.
I mean, shit, Ray, what's the longest you've ever gone without sleep? 5 days for me.
Oh, I could never not sleep for 5 days. When I was younger, I used to pull the occasional, double day. Even that was brutal. I couldn't do 3. I don't think I've ever done 3.
I was an animal. All right, mi amigo.
Fuck off, he's a dentist.
We should make an appointment to get together again in about 6 months.
Appreciate it, Doc.
No fucking way. So this is what he does when he's not killing people. I cannot believe this is true. This has to be another cover job. But if he's literally learned dentistry to have a cover job, he is taking shit to the extreme.
Are you and Louise still going to make it on Sunday?
Do dogs smell each other's butts?
Oh shit, that's the actor who played the blind guy in Get Out.
Honey, you've earned it. It's like my mom always said, boys, if you like the milk, buy the freaking cow.
His mum was an industrious woman.
Now, darling, is this guy bothering you or what?
I hope they explain how this slots into everything. I cannot believe he is living such a double life if he is a dentist assassin.
Pop the question, gonna make Jim an honest woman, huh?
Oh yeah, I cried like a baby. I'm not afraid to admit it.
This character seems to have no shame.
What's you like in the sack?
Hellcat. It's the only word for it.
Shit.
I've never personally described a woman as a hellcat in the sack before, but maybe that's because I've never been with a hellcat. Maybe the second I sleep with a hellcat woman, I'll be like, holy shit, now I know why people use this term.
She stopped putting it in her mouth as soon as the ring went on her finger.
Well, It's a national tragedy, Bert.
I had a girlfriend that did that once the second I told her I loved her. Don't think I've ever told a woman I loved them again.
I'm a rascal. There's no two ways about it.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Little bit of a scamp. Murderous little scamp, so he is.
He still calls, though. Not supposed to, but he can't break up the Canton boys.
I'll bet you.
Out of context, I'm finding this scene so confusing.
Little family reunion. Why don't you and Gemma tag along?
Aces.
Stop using aces as a sounds great phrase. That will never catch on. And I play poker. I get the reference.
I love her.
He has all his assassinations on tape. That seems incredibly incriminating. I guess he figures if they ever come for him, he's done for anyway, but still, that is some bad evidence to just be keeping in your house in such neat filing order. Ah, so this is the hotel he went to where he bumped into Lester. I recognise that corridor anywhere.
Now I'm so flustered that I go to take my mask off while I'm still holding the needle, jab it right in my face.
Jesus Christ, maybe he is using dentistry as a cover for his assassinations.
You're a riot. He's a riot.
Oh, you have no idea.
He certainly got himself a nice trophy wife, did Billy Bob.
It's me, Lester.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You must have me confused with someone else.
No. Minnesota last year?
Either Malvo has an identical twin, or he's just going to play dumb to this whole thing.
Never met this man before in my life.
What? Wait, we don't know each other.
Lester isn't good at playing it low-key.
Walk away.
Okay, it is Malvo at least, and not some weird identical twin story. After all Lester's been through, why the fuck would he want to talk to Malvo again? If I was him, I would have kept his head down at the bar. Enjoy your drink. Don't bring up the skeletons of the past that you have gotten away with.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's not right. When something's not right, well, the old Lester now, he would have just let it slide.
Oh no, he's gonna get himself in so much trouble.
Honey?
Is this what you want?
That seemed like a direct death threat.
Yes or no?
Oh shit.
Yes?
And he said yes. He's turned into an absolute insane person. Oh my god. Holy shit. He's just killed his new wife and friend with wife. Holy shit.
The look on his face when I pull a gun, classic, huh?
What a shocking scene. I cannot believe that's just happened.
Grab the fat guy's feet, we'll throw him in a dumpster.
Oh my god, now the person's just the fat guy. Why would Lester instigate this?
See you soon.
Oh man, what an insane opening. I cannot believe that shit's just happened. Prepared to kill his new fiancée just like that.
Get dressed. Get dressed. Get dressed. Get dressed. Come on.
What in the fuck was Lester thinking doing that? What did he think he was going to accomplish? And I was correct, Billy Bob had literally learned dentistry just to get close to a new mark, I guess. That is dedication to the craft. And a new set of slang. I guess the aces shit is out the window now, thankfully. Is that the same elevator? Has he already cleaned it? That's impressive just on a domestic assistant level. I'm so happy Key and Peele actually got brought into this show as characters and weren't just like a cameo.
Fox is going to eat the rabbit, and the same for the rabbit and the cabbage. So, how does the man get all three of his items across the river without losing any of them?
Shit, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I swear I heard this one before as well. I really want to know the answer to this now. That's going to piss me off.
I need you to pull the syndicate file. Why?
Jordan Peele just can't help but be funny. The comedic timing of that slow rise up above the desk.
Hey, Deputy Solverson. Where's Solverson? What does he say? Says he knows who did it.
I like how they assume that Solverson is a man. I might always forget her first name, Molly, Maggie, Maisie, one of those, but I know she's Solverson.
Bill's on his way to St. Paul now for a, what do you call it? Law enforcement conference?
God damn, those waffles look nice.
Dated the girl who delivered my mail once. After her mother. Convenient at first. Awkward after.
I once dated a girl who lived in the house next to me. Same thing. Convenient at first, awkward after.
Go fishing later?
You're the granddaughter I always wanted but was afraid to buy online.
Wish I had a father or grandfather like that. I always asked them to take me fishing when I was a kid. And my old man was one of them people that, like, if I wanted to spend time with him, it was on his terms doing shit he liked. And he didn't like fishing, so he was just like, no.
An elevator, huh? You say one's a dentist? Yeah. What do Las Vegas police want me to...
Yeah, why would this be relevant to people over in Fargo if it happened in Vegas?
What's the witness's name then?
Oh shit, it's cause of Lester. Man, that will be like a ghost from the past, her hearing that name.
Will you slow down? I think we're being chased.
Sorry.
His new wife's so nice and he's just brought her into all this bullshit.
Natalie says in Acapulco you get to drink rum right out of the coconut.
Acapulco it is.
Nice, that sounds quite cool. As a person that doesn't drink much, there's been a lot of appealing sounding drinks in this show.
What about work? You're big fish.
You only live once, right?
Oh, she's so adorable. I better not get this woman killed. I will marry and save her.
Here is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go inside and pack your best bikini.
You know, this house looks a lot like the house from Fargo the movie where the wood chipper shit went down. Am I just putting two and two together just because it's surrounded by forest? Or is that accurate?
Thanks, hon. Here we go.
That would be crazy if this is the same house. Yeah, glass back doors might look cool in the summer and a nice design choice, but when there's an assassin after you, you feel pretty stupid getting them installed, don't you? Maybe you should have thought of that before you pimped out your house. So many potential hiding places. If he wants to come for you, you are fucked. It's a bit of a downgrade from the double barrel, but it'll get the job done. Yeah, put it back on. You look too suave just now. Bring back stupid looking Lester.
I'll defrost that pea soup. We can have that before we go.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Love you, hon.
Gross. Pea soup. Count me the fuck out.
Can you tell me what this is about, or is that classified?
Oh, well, yeah, actually.
Why don't I could come to the station.
Oh, Lester so does not want his wife to find this out.
Please come in.
Thank you. Thank you.
And instantly, the way he reacted to that, surely she will instantly be suspicious of him again. Because if he reported being a witness to a murder in Vegas, why wouldn't he be comfortable talking about it in front of his own wife? Surely that would have been the first thing he would mention to his wife. Is that Malvo's car? It looked like the same car. But you would think someone as crafty as Malvo would have had a billion different cars by now.
Hey guys, is your dad around?
Oh, it is. It's not going to be this easy for him though. Lester has moved house.
We bought the place from him in the fall. Nice guy.
Yeah, that's Lester, alright. Nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Oh, he plays the role of a non-assassin so well.
You do know people were murdered in this house, right? A hell of a thing. Man in the living room, shotgun, woman in the basement.
Imagine saying this in front of the guy's kids.
Lester told me he used to hear noises coming from the basement at night. Footsteps on the stairs.
That's so cruel. He's definitely doing this for some sort of sadistic pleasure, just to scare the children. What an evil son of a bitch. Hilarious, you know, in his own sense of humory way, but, you know, those kids ain't gonna want to sleep another night in that residence.
I ordered a drink, had a chat with the bartender for a bit.
Male or female?
Female.
It was a blood on the sand, a blood orange mixed with a scotch. I remember it because it sounded nice.
What I love most are the fountains. Also, you can gamble at the airport.
No disrespect, but she seems somewhat vacant. She's still a very nice person, but perhaps not the sharpest knife in the drawer. The sharpest knife in the drawer is currently in Malvo's pocket.
I got homesick, you know? Woke Lester up in the middle of the night and told him, did we have to stay another day? Because I was ready to go home.
She's a good wife though, covering for him instantly. What a G. My love of loyalty trumps my hatred for vacancy, so she's a keeper.
We were gonna go...
Absolutely. We'll be right here if you need us.
Do you think he'll risk it and skip town still, or will that force Lester to have to stay here? I think if he stays here, he's in deep shit. It would be smarter still to flee and be in trouble from the police than to stay and be in trouble from Malvo. Yeah, because that's not suspicious at all, Lester. I mean, who doesn't peek through their blinds like a serial killer? Oh no, he better not fuck up Solverson's father. And also, Solverson's dad's a former cop. He's smart enough to twig that there might be something off about Malvo.
I got apple and cherry.
No good ever came from a piece of cherry pie.
You fake wholesome, fake lovable, adorable piece of shit.
Thanks, friend.
What is gonna happen if Solverson walks in here though and sees him? She'll recognize him.
You try calling him?
Yeah, I could do that, but I was kind of hoping to surprise him.
I hope the dad figures out there's something off-key about him. Do you think he will? Because Malvo is really good at playing it above board as well.
Of course, no one hangs the sad pictures, am I right? Mom crying, a dad looking angry.
Suspiciously strange speech there.
I'd rather just ask. So here I am, asking you.
I don't like the tension violin in the background. You better not kill Solverson's dad. That's Wild Bill Hickok. He's a quick draw.
Bodies?
If you stacked them high, could have climbed to the second floor.
Is that his way of letting him know he's suspicious?
But anyway, you didn't answer my question there.
Oh man, this is fucking tense. I am physically feeling the tension of this scene. Is she gonna come in through the back and he's gonna leave through the front? Oh, that is tragic.
Sometimes you just get a weird one.
Oh, that's exactly what happened. Fuck.
Never mind. I see him.
And it's hilarious that Malvo again walked right past these two guys, who should by this point definitely be able to positively ID him. Oh, so close.
He looked at my evidence and said it was circumstantial, so...
A worker bee. Or what do the ants call them? A drone.
Yeah, they might be a net, but they definitely want to get the fuck out of that filing room.
When we heard you called, that you have an answer. So please, we have to know.
I like that he prefixed that last question with a beg. Deaf fella's partner. Doesn't even get a name.
Well, Gus helped me. My husband. He used to be Duluth PD. He's a mailman now.
And a damn good mailman.
Have you seen this?
Have I seen this? Son, this thing's been giving me nightmares.
I hope they make him realise how good a job she's been doing that he just ignores.
This is tremendous work, Deputy. Impressive.
Yeah, shame on you, Bob Odenkirk. That's a great scene. I hope he realises how much of a dunce cap he's been. When it comes to this show, you better not call Saul. He will not give a shit. This is going to get Colin Hanks back on the case, isn't it? The fact he saw that car. I bet Marvel hates the fact they've got a close-up photograph of his stupid haircut. And Lester's back in his stupid jacket. We're getting all the throwbacks now. Now put on your silly hunting hat and put a taser in your pocket. Yeah, that's the smart move. Like I said, I would rather be in another country and wanted by the police than at home and wanted by an assassin.
Now we just gotta swing by the office and pick up the passports.
What about my coat?
Oh, you're not gonna need a winter coat where we're going.
Fuck the coat. What about the pea soup?
Used to sit at my desk and dream about you leaving your wife or somehow getting her out of the picture.
She has a much better wife than his first wife. Obviously, you know, she didn't deserve a head hammering, but she was a fucking bitch.
And then I met you. And here we are. We're going to Acapulco.
They better not kill this woman. She deserves nothing but the best.
I thought we were going to the shop.
We are. I just, you know how icy it gets right out front.
It is actually so hard to get behind Lester's character though, because he's just bullshitted and lied since episode 1. He's literally a pathological liar. It's really hard to like him. Is he supposed to be a likeable character?
The passports are in the safe. There's some cash in there too. Will you do that for me?
Of course, son.
If he sends this woman to her death, I'm never gonna forgive him.
There.
You're sweet.
Is he fucking posing her as himself?
Put your hood up, huh? I'd hate for your pretty face to freeze.
What a piece of shit, man. Okay, that's me done with the Lester character. There was me questioning him. This is beyond unforgivable. Talk about self-preservation above all else. At which point do you realise that sometimes morality has to eclipse your survival instinct? That's the sort of personality type that I clash with completely. Some things in life you have to be willing to die for, especially on behalf of your nice wife who roots for you and has your back. Oh my fucking god. What a fucking cunt you are, Lester. What a fucking cunt you are. I'm on Team Marvel now. Team Marvel and Team Solverson. Team anyone except you. The thing that cements it is, why tell her to put her hood up? She could have went in there just as a woman and Marvel probably wouldn't have done that, but Lester specifically wanted her to be indistinguishable from him for this exact reason. And you know, Marvel's an assassin, you can't expect any morality from him, but what an unapologetic, unredeemable cunt Lester is. Okay, and that was episode 9 of season 1 of Fargo, a fox, a rabbit and a cabbage, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, a fox, a rabbit and a cabbage, what did I think of that? Well, this certainly had some shocking bookend scenes to this episode. I mean, from the opening scene of setting up Malvo in this new life with his new fiancée, meeting a friend, going out to Vegas for dinner, and then in an instant, dropping it all just because Lester approached him and killing all 3 of them on the spot. I could not believe he did that, and what's worse, Lester brought everything that followed in this episode on himself. Why the need to approach Malvo to begin with, and then follow him into the lift after Malvo said drop it, and then when Malvo wanted help moving the bodies, hitting him with your award and running. What in the hell was Lester hoping to achieve by doing any of that? In which way in life would it have aided him in any respect, even approaching or having a conversation with Malvo again? Completely confused as to his motivations at the beginning of this episode, and yet, unfortunately, that led to a series of events he completely brought on himself. And it was quite a singular episode in that one scene led to all the events which played out throughout the rest of it. From Lester and his wife racing home and promising her a trip to Acapulco. Again, I might be wrong, but I swear that was a cameo from the house from the original Fargo where the wood chipper scene took took place. And I still don't understand how Lester was noted as a witness in Vegas, but then when Solverson came to his house, he acted like he hadn't been a witness. You know, either he filed the police report in Vegas or they just ID'd him, but either way, that doesn't make much sense to me. And how nice was his wife, covering for him completely, getting Solverson off his case. She was absolutely amazing through this episode, which made the ending of it even more of a gut punch. And that scene with Malvo and Solverson's father in the cafe was so tense. You got the vibe that the father was onto him somewhat, and obviously Malvo was highly focused on him, especially when he found out that Colin Hanks was his son-in-law and Solverson was his daughter. I'm not sure if he remembers Solverson, but he definitely remembers Colin Hanks, and it was so, I guess, unfortunate, fortunate, whatever way you want to look at it, that he exited through the front and Solverson came in through the back door. And also very fitting of Key and Peele's ineptness that Malvo was once again able to walk right past them and they just weren't paying attention and walked right on in to talk to Solverson. The one thing I do like about their characters though was when they went down to the police station, they, in front of Bob Odenkirk, let her know how great her pinboard work was, which was something that Bob Odenkirk had scoffed at ever since she put it up in the first place, and I think he now may be finally realising how dumb he's been and how brilliant she's been, and I've been waiting for that moment for a lot of episodes now. And yeah, this just culminated in the worst way possible. As soon as Lester told his wife to put the jacket on, I sort of knew where it was going, but the fact he also insidiously told her to put the hood up so she was indistinguishable from him from behind before she went into the insurance shop to grab the passports. I will never root for Lester again now, and I have been rooting for him in certain episodes thus far this series, but that is just unforgivable. Cannot believe he would do that to the one person in life who has his back above everyone. That woman had his back. Confessed this episode she'd been in love with him for years even before he left his wife, and he was prepared to do that to her at the drop of a hat just to preserve his own life. What a fucking piece of shit. And you know, you can't be mad at Malvo, he's a hitman. He probably would have shot her even if he knew it was Lester's wife, let alone wearing Lester's jacket. But yeah, in that moment I genuinely think he thought he was looking at the back of Lester's head and not Lester's wife's. But yeah, morally now, Lester is right at the bottom of the pile. Malvo is above him. Malvo's a professional doing a job, a brutal job. Many people would call him a psychopath for even pursuing as a professional field. Understandable. But Lester is prepared to throw everyone he loves dearly under the bus, and he's just a fucking insurance salesman. Murder isn't his job, murder's something he chose to be a part of, and the fact that he got his wife involved in it and then killed, fuck you, Lester. I hope you die next episode. And thinking about it, this might actually be my single favourite episode since the first episode. It was absolutely amazing from start to finish, 10 out of 10. Obviously I'm not happy with everything that happened in it, but the actual writing, the plot progression and the storyline, plus a little bit of humour mixed in, it was an absolutely perfect episode, and I cannot wait to see how this shit closes off next week. I think next week's the finale. Can't wait for it. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.